Hello, Jamal Rashad here, Fredericks Best Interviewer. Today I'm with Aly Breggin. Say hello.
Hello.
She has been a business owner for 24 years. Her and her honey have been together for 4 years. She has one umbrella business, but it has 5 different avenues. She has 2 kids, 1 rabbit, and she has lived in Fredericks since 2013. So why do I do what I do? Number one, because there's successful people who deserve to have their stories told. Number two, there's people out there who need to hear successful stories so they could be inspired. And number three, to let you know you could go out there without a bunch of fancy equipment and make an impact in your community. So just like always, each interview is right around that 10-minute mark, raw and then. Oh, before we go ahead, make sure you subscribe to all of her social medias and all that good stuff in the comments, and we'll list those out later. So, Aly, why do you do what you do, and what do you do? That whole thing. Let us know.
Got you. All right. So I'm in the business of empowering people to help themselves.
Right.
So my business is Happiness is Balance.
Happiness is balance.
It started with massage.
Okay.
I realized people aren't really going to get where they need just from me massaging them. They also needed to do personal training. So I got trained as a personal trainer. And then I realized separately, people need encouragement and they need very consistent motivation. That's where my coaching comes in.
Okay.
And then I realized people needed to feel safe outside of their homes and within their homes. And that's where we go into the firearms training, of course. And then we have the situational awareness training and the assertiveness training.
All right. Fair enough. And then this might be a unfair question.
Go ahead.
Out of all those avenues, do you have one that is your favorite to teach people?
I would say, I would say probably probably personal training.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's like the most empowering thing that I think people can do for their pain and for their mind at the same time.
I got you.
So their body and mind.
Okay. Yes. And then do you have one, this is kind of the same question, but different. Which one of those 5 avenues is most popular amongst your business?
So because I've been doing massage for 24 years, that's the biggest one, but my body is tired.
Okay.
So at some point I do have to retire, you know,
sure.
and which is why I'm starting to really try to branch out. I'm doing more seminars for the situational awareness stuff and the assertiveness training. And of course, I love doing anything with firearms.
Okay. And then can people they could come to your office and they could do it online and they can meet you at your studio, dojo, whatever? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
Cool. And then where is that dojo for you?
So I train out of Powerhouse MMA. It's in Frederick. Best MMA gym in, I know I'm also, you know, a little bit partial. But anyway, I love it. Go to Powerhouse MMA if you want some training. And of course, that's where I take my clients if you want to learn how to work out in a gym. Okay,
cool. And then what was the proudest moment for you in 2023?
Probably getting my purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many more belts is there until you get your black belt?
So there's brown and then there's black.
Okay, so you have 2 more belts.
Yes.
Okay, good for you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
How long did it take for you to get your purple belt?
I've been training since Easter 2019 for jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Yep.
So don't run up on you then, right?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially with the firearms training too.
What was the lowest moment of your career and of 2023, and how did you overcome that?
It was very tough when I got a hamstring tear because I couldn't do jiu-jitsu. I had to literally I had to stop lifting heavy. I mean, it was just miserable for weeks, but you have to really dive deep and just be grateful for what you had, that you could still keep moving. I was very consistent with my PT. Go to rehab to perform; they're amazing.
Okay.
And of course, I stayed going to the gym. I could have done my exercises here, but I would have been alone.
Okay.
I need my community. My jiu-jitsu is good for my mind, body, and soul. And so I made sure I stayed tight with my community, and I just kept pushing through, and I did not let it get me down.
Amen. I will say, if the lowest part of 2023 was a hamstring tear, you had a good year.
I did have a good year.
Good for you.
Yes, thank you.
Where do you want to be 1 year from now?
I would say doing a lot more seminars, public speaking, and personal training.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you have a morning routine, something you do every day to get your day started successfully?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to surprise you on this one, okay? I have to do a lot of cuddling.
Okay.
You got to do cuddling, okay? I'm in the business where I'm giving so much of myself. My honey is my recharge.
Okay.
He is happy to be my recharge. Okay. And I make sure that we get a lot of our quality time in the morning because we're busy training late into the evening.
Sure.
So we get our quality time in the morning. So I always dedicate that time to us.
Okay. So big spoon, little spoon, the whole thing. Okay, got you. Something you do on a daily basis that if you do not do, your day does not feel complete. Like for some people, it's meditating or yoga or their vitamins, whatever.
So I am very big into supplements, but I only do supplements that my doctor has recommended. So I only take supplements according to what I'm low on.
Okay.
Because I have spent way too much money in the past just doing all the guesswork.
Okay.
Anyhow, also I really need to be active.
Okay.
So I'm doing jiu-jitsu about 5 days a week. I do weightlifting 3 days a week.
Okay.
And then on my off day, I still like to at least get outside, take a walk, take a little bike ride, something like that.
Gotcha. Are you a runner?
No.
Okay.
I'm a sprinter and I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Okay. Never mind. And then what book are you reading or audio are you currently listening to?
Yes. So I do a lot of audiobooks. Okay. Right now I actually picked up, and I just want to show it. This is my aunt's book, Marsha Friedman. It is called Gaining the Publicity. She was big time publicity, marketing, just helping businesses get themselves out there. Out in Florida, she sold her business, wrote a book, so I decided to read it.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then do you have a go-to app for like productivity or entertainment or whatever?
So one of the things that I need to kind of calm down my business brain is just for calming. I actually watch documentaries. I watch Netflix, right?
Okay. Sure.
And then I play on my Switch. Okay, I have Animal Crossings. That's for relaxation. For actual productivity, actively with my business, just a lot of calendar work. I do a lot of marketing on Facebook and Instagram, because who doesn't like free marketing?
Everybody likes free marketing.
Thank you very much for having me today, by the way.
No problem. Yes. And then while you open that, what advice would you give to your 25-year-old self? I know that was only 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But what would you tell yourself?
Right, 5 years ago. I'm 45 and I'm proud of it, so I don't mind saying it. So 25, I would say, for the love of God, choose you first when it comes to whether it's your education or just taking care of yourself. You cannot put other people in front of you, or you will have nothing left to give.
I got you. Put your oxygen mask on first.
Exactly. Yep.
What are you most thankful for other than your family?
I would just say literally the use of my body. I've got 12 fused vertebrae that I had surgery from when I was 12. Yep. And so I was 12 when I got the 12 vertebrae fused. Okay. I lost 2 to 3 inches of height. By all intents and purposes, I should be crippled at this point in a wheelchair. Gotcha. I am not. I'm doing jiu-jitsu. I feel very strong.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Speaking of like doing jiu-jitsu and all that, do you compete against like other people in your age range or whatever?
I would love to compete more, but it's really tricky with work and also with having my kids on the weekend, because I have 50-50 custody. So I always want to make sure that I'm as here as I can be. And when I compete, I have to just take a weekend off and really get into sort of a violent mind frame. Okay. So because you have to be ready to lose it all, you know? Yeah, so I did compete last year. I took double gold. I had to compete against a 16-year-old because there was nobody in my age bracket. It was a great competition. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I do want to do it again, but Jason is busy competing a lot right now. So, and also he's my sideline coach, so I can't do it without him.
Okay, yes. Cool. And then anything exciting for business in 2024 this year? I am growing the situational awareness and the assertiveness training courses as much as possible. These are seminars I do for churches, families. I do them for office workers. Okay. So yeah. Okay, yeah. Awesome. And then life goals, scuba diving, skydiving, seeing a eclipse at 100% totality.
Love that, by the way. But getting my black belt in jiu-jitsu, and literally just continuing to be as strong as possible until I cannot move my limbs anymore.
Okay. Dream travel destinations, Fiji, Alaska. I was with a couple yesterday who went to Africa before. So do you have any dream travel destinations?
You know what? Not so much. Okay. I have a lot of dietary issues, which makes it difficult to travel. But I do absolutely love, stuff like the Grand Canyon. I love little beach vacations. I also love mountains. Okay. So just anywhere where it's really scenic and pretty.
Sounds good. Yeah. And then 2 more questions. First one is, how do you remain humble?
Well, just always know that I could be wrong. And there's almost never one right answer. Okay. I've just been proven wrong too many times. I got you. And it's so much better just to be open-minded and take the correction. All right.
Last question is, I guess this is the second to last question, excuse me. Who is the mentor that you spoke to most recently?
So I know this is going to sound cheesy, but Jason often helps me keep very grounded. Okay. Well, we're both very focused in stoicism. He has had a lot more practice doing it than I have. I just started doing it recently, like in the last 4 or 5 years. and he just really helps me stay grounded and focused.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Last question is, how do you want people to reach you? Facebook,
Mhm.
Instagram, website, anything else other than those three?
The biggest thing is you can always text me directly, of course. My phone number is on my website. And then also you can reach me at Instagram at Happiness is Balance, Frederick, Maryland.
Okay.
And also Facebook, Happiness is Balance, Frederick, Maryland.
Sounds good.
Yep, thank you.
Well, thank you for your time today. Valor Lives interview series, episode number 114. Go out there, show some valor. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Bye.
Thank you so much.
And that is it.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. So we are done.